Hey, what's up, cats and kittens, and shout out to all my cerebralites. It's me, the Cerebral Diva, back with another episode of RealiTEA, and that's TEA because I give it to you scalding hot. So grab your cups, grab your saucers, gather around, and let's all take a sip of this Real Housewives of Atlanta tea.
Phaedra, where do you stand on that? Because I know you were cool with
I never liked her. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why, and I openly said it, you know, I'm not just saying it for the first time, is because I think part of this reality show is to show your reality. She never do Earth. You know what I'm saying? If Apollo didn't do all that he did, you know what I'm saying? You know, they have two beautiful kids together, but I mean, like, I remember when he was going away, and regardless of what difference you have two boys and that's your father. You know, the week before you went away, she disappeared. He didn't know where she was. So this guy's getting ready to do 6 years. You know, you could disappear, but leave his kids for him to see them. You know what I'm saying? She didn't do that. She was vindictive about it. You know, and from that point on, I said, I'm not really checking for him. You know what I'm saying? Because here he's been locked up now for 2 years. I think she only visited once. That's why he has somebody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's going on 3 years. He only seen his kids once. You know, that's crazy to me.
Did you always know she was alive?
Always. Because she is definitely somebody else off camera than she is on camera. You know, she's the only one, in my opinion, is like that. Everybody else is being themselves. I think one of the reasons why the show works, and it's number one, is for the fact that most of them are crazy. You know what I'm saying? And they show their craziness on camera and off camera. You know, but she's always guarded because, you know, she's this attorney that, you know, we never really see one in the case, but she protected that. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, you know, she pushing who I call Dum-Dum to do all the dirty work.
Porsha.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When you go around, I mean, even 2 years ago when she went around saying that, you know, like I'm screwing an 18-year-old and stuff like that, regardless if my wife thought it was, you know, it's not incorrect. Every time she go outside, it's always a 50-50 the way people perceive you. You know what I'm saying? So she go to the supermarket, you know, after people look at her like she's a dumb chick, you know, her man is fucking everybody else, and you know what I'm saying? And she trying to hold her head up. You know, she might not take a picture with somebody and then, you know, they just lash out some reckless stuff at her. So, you know, it was kind of crazy. When you project stuff like that, you got to know that 50% of the audience is going to believe you, and 50% is not. You know what I'm saying? And she just keep on saying reckless shit about everybody. I thought it was just, it's unethical the way she behaved.
Absolutely. So you're not coming back to Real Housewives. You're doing your own show. You're not coming back, or are you coming back?
Well, you know what? They're getting ready to do their 10th season, and I was with the CEO of the production company yesterday. And I think they're bringing back Nene Leakes, and I know that they're bringing back Kim.
Right.
You know, Sheree's back. There's part of the 3 original people, and you know,
you and Todd are cool still.
Me and Todd are real cool. You know, he's from the Bronx, I'm from Brooklyn. We understand each other. You know, but I think the dynamic that, you know, it's gonna missing something if I'm probably not there. So I was talking to Steven yesterday. I'm like, yo, you're gonna have to write that check. You know what I'm saying? And he was laughing. He didn't say no.
But you know
what I'm saying?
Or write me a check or promise to give me this spinoff show.
You know, or you know, make sure that when you tape me, you're taping me in my establishment. That
Even like just for you to be on that show to promote your show and your establishment is
definitely
a good trade-off.
Definitely, I think so. I think, you know, it's gonna end well. One of the things that I always say about from day one doing this show, I always say that I don't want to, you know, portray myself to be, you know, I'm gonna use the word ratchet or irresponsible because, you know, I'm an older black dude and, you know, we get enough negativity from everybody, from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So in the 7th season of doing this, I try to, you know, operate at a certain standard that I didn't embarrass my community, more my parents. You know what I'm saying? Because they hate the fact that I'm even on it.
They suck their tea like,
Jamaican style.
It just look like that,
They
suck their tea.
Yeah. You like my mother.
So if you listen to what Peter's saying, it almost sounds like he's taken a page from the Lisa Vanderpump from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and he's actually going to be creating a show around his restaurants, his bars, which I think is brilliant. What's interesting too is because I'm a huge fan of Braxton Family Values, and I know that Trina has this whole Bar Chicks brand going, and so I saw an episode where she was interviewing staff, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, Trina's going to get a spinoff show. She's going to go sort of the route of Vanderpump Rules with bar chicks. But that never happened, and I'm still scratching my head why WeTV, or I think, yeah, it's WeTV that Braxton Family Values is on. Still scratching my head why they haven't given Trina a spinoff show and allowed us to sort of see the inner workings of bar chicks. But it seems like Peter Thomas is actually going to beat her to the punch, and I think that's a great idea to really help to push his brand. And maybe Cynthia jumped the shark a little too soon, because it looks like Peter's about to really make some major moves, and Cynthia should have stuck around. You know, it's always so frustrating as a woman when you sort of dare to do the grunt work with a man, and then after you leave, you sort of see him on the come up. But Cynthia has her own thing going on, so she'll be fine either way. But in any case, I think that this is a really great premise. I think it'll be a really interesting show for Bravo, and I think it's a huge move for Peter Thomas. So let's listen to the rest of this interview, and that'll be it.
Would say, boy, he's still up on the show there. I'm like, yes, mom, yes. You know, I want y'all to come off. Like, she hated, you know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure that I operate on a certain standard that, like, when I walk outside, it wouldn't hurt me, you know, the way people perceive me, or it wouldn't hurt my business. You know, because if I do anything crazy on that show,
right,
the decent people that come to Sports One, it's not coming back. You know what I'm saying?
I have to say, from watching that show, I was like, you know, at first I was like, does Peter have a good business sense? Because the other club, when it was shutting down, and then Cynthia had invested her money, and it just felt like, oh my God, this is a mess. You know,
well, you know what? She never invested any money on borrowing that clothes.
Right, but I'm saying, so that one. So the first club, Uptown.
Yeah, Uptown, when we first met.
Right. So then when you were opening another one, I was like, man, what happened to the last one? But now it seems like this one's pretty successful. You have the one coming in Atlanta.
You know what's so funny about that? Because people only see me on this program, but before I even got on this program, I had 7 nightclubs in South Beach and 2 restaurants over 18 years.
And you started the How Can I Be Down?
Yeah, and I started How Can I Be Down Music Conference. By the way, I'm doing an annex of it on August 17, 18, and 19 of this year. I definitely want to, you know, pay for you guys to come down to participate. Yeah,
and I feel like none of that was ever discussed.
No, because it's not about the guys. It's always about the girls. You know, for the fact that people know me, and I think that I'm as significant as any one of them. You know, it's because I didn't want to be in the room and be that guy where, okay, you know, what is it he do again? You know what I'm saying? So I actually built a brand participating on that show.
You deserve your peach.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what's funny about Phaedra? I had a conversation with Phaedra, and she was like, I don't be involved in all the messy stuff because I'm an attorney, and her mom's a politician or something? Or?
No, she's a preacher.
Mom's a preacher, okay, something like that.
Father's a preacher, too.
Yeah, and I'm like, but you the messiest one, seem like.
Yeah, well, you know, she always contradicts, you know, herself. You know, she's the girl with the, you know, the cloth, the prayer cloth, but at the same time, she always have the most provocative everything. Bathing suits, everything.
And the donkey booty videotape.
Yeah, all of that. Yes, all of that.
Using the prayer cloth to wipe off the semen.
Watch your mouth. Why you always go too far? You always go too far.
But I mean, and even opening the club in Atlanta, that's a good storyline to be on, you know, that show.
Yeah, now that the whole lady gang is kicking ass in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? It's a tourist attraction.
Right.
You know, Tyler and Candy have a line outside of their restaurant every day. I'm so proud of
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're super smart, man. They bought the property, man.
Oh, yeah,
you know
good.
What I'm saying? Yeah, so even if it don't work out for them, they always rent it out.
And that's why you do the same thing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, you ask me, you know, like, those girls make a lot of money, so even if it don't work, it just offsets some of the taxes that they have to pay.
If they own the property, even if they don't work out, they get a 15-year, 30-year ground lease with somebody.
Exactly.
They good.
Exactly. They're real good. You know, so a lot of smart moves.
Well, we appreciate you for joining us.